Man, oh man. So we already know Kendrick Lamar went on his diss track against Drake and tripled down on Drake being a little pedo. You know what I'm saying? Be a little perv. So now the whole entire world is wondering, are these allegations true? Now, there's two reasons as to why I would believe that it could definitely be true. Is because it's come from someone that's very, very influential. And secondly, a lot of celebrities have been known for doing these type of weird things, okay? So in this video right here, we have Kanye confirms Drake is a trafficker for his puppet masters. A lot of people are considering Drake a Diddy 2.0. Let's give this video a look and see what evidence they have to bring to the table.
Because it's like, for everybody, all of the great, Weekend,
yeah.
Like, there's Pluto, Metro, all of the great, Weekend, Pluto, Metro, Ross,
Kendrick.
Yeah. Like, there's something obviously wrong with this one individual that no one wants to speak about, and I feel like you're the only person that's gonna really put it out there.
Hey, you say rich baby daddy, it's like Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucian and Universal.
Wow.
It says Jewish music mogul and CEO of Universal Studios, Lucian Grainge, is being investigated on charges of allegedly aiding, abetting, and inducing P. Diddy to run a pedophile ex-trafficking ring and is 100% liable for the crimes.
Drake call you up after that and say, hey, I need more money for my project.
If ever Drake or whenever Drake calls up and says he needs more money for his project, I give it to him.
So Kanye West has jumped into the Kendrick versus Drake.
That's his sugar baby. I'm telling you, they respond to higher ups. Drake isn't as big as it gets. There's people with way more money than him.
Drake feud, and he's throwing shade at Drake's ties to some bigwig industry figures who've been accused of running a PDF file ring. In case you missed it, Kendrick Lamar recently called out Drake and his OVO crew, suggesting they're involved in some shady stuff, even predicting a potential raid on Drake's Toronto mansion by the feds, similar to what happened to Diddy.
You see this background photo that Kendrick used in his new song? All those people are registered ex-offenders, and they're saying that they all live in Drake's house.
Meanwhile, fans have been digging into Drake's past behavior around young women in the industry, and it's looking like there could be some major skeletons in his closet about to be exposed.
Are you joking me?
Bro, just the fact that the Lucian Grainge dude has caught up in this whole entire pedophile ring trafficking or like that, that's a red flag in itself, bro. And Drake has very, very close ties with that individual. Now, like me, I live out in Miami. There's a lot of different opportunities and people they could do business with. But one thing that I always take mention of is, where does this person stand spiritually and morally? Because at the end of the day, they could easily jip you and stank you out for whatever it is, have you in the wrong position at the wrong place at the wrong time. So you have to keep this in mind. Yo, people who you're around really influence who you become. And this is why you can tell a lot by the people that they associate with.
He wants to see me, and I was like, okay, we're going. So I got my outfit prepared. I went there, and he was such a fanboy, and I was such a fangirl that and honestly, we text all the time now. He helps me with everything, like just life lessons. He's amazing. He's a great human being, and we went to dinner afterwards, and we had dinner the next day, and then we met in Sydney.
And now Kanye is shining a light on Drake's close relationship with Lucian Grainge, the CEO of Universal Music, who's been accused by Diddy's former producers of some serious stuff. And get this, word on the street is that Lucian was setting up Drake to take Diddy's spot as the go-to rapper for certain Hollywood elites. Clearly, this goes way beyond just Kendrick and Drake's rap battle. Serious allegations are being thrown around, not just about Drake, but about the whole industry and the people pulling the strings behind the scenes. So let's break it all down.
This is his job, to go against God.
Wow.
And it cuts his soul.
Kendrick Lamar isn't backing down from Drake, and now he's dropping some heavy accusations, claiming that Drake and his OVO crew are some sickos. On his brutal Drake diss track titled Not Like Us, Kendrick references Drake's 2021 album, Certified Lover Boy, saying that Drake and his OVO crew are a bunch of certified PDF files. By the way, on Meet the Grams, another savage Drake diss track Kendrick dropped.
I'm not laughing at that. It's just that it said PDF files, bro.
Last
PDF
week, he
files,
suggested that the alleged
I'm gonna
crimes
start
taking
saying that.
place at Drake's Toronto mansion, nicknamed the Embassy, are so serious that the feds will come knocking any day now. Kendrick raps, "It's some weird ish going on, and some of these artists be here to police it. They be streamlining victims all inside of their home and calling them tender, then leak videos of themselves to further push their agendas." Cat Williams said, "Get you the truth, so I'ma get mines. The Embassy bout to get raided too. It's only a matter of time." Kendrick pushes this topic even further in Not Like Us, and the cover art he used. It's a bird's eye view from Google Maps of Drake's Toronto mansion, aka the Embassy, with a bunch of S-offender map tags.
I heard that. So if you don't understand what that means, all of these like red tags, I guess there's somewhere online where you could look up the ex-offenders in your area, and that's how they pop up.
S-offender map tags. Now, Drake has already hit back at Kendrick's diss with a track called The Heart Part 6, where he flat out denies those PDF file accusations. However, Drake decided to name drop Stranger Things star Millie Bobby Brown and those rumors about the two of them, despite the fact that Kendrick never mentioned Millie in any of his tracks. In The Heart Part 6, Drake talks about Kendrick's wife Whitney, essentially saying he's into grown women exclusively. He raps, "Only effing with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I'd never look twice at no teenager." Earlier in the song, Drake also shrugs off those PDF allegations, claiming that he's way too famous to be doing anything like that. He then argues that if there was any truth to those claims, he'd already be locked up. "I promise I'd have been arrested.
Not true, bro.
I'm way too famous for this ish you just suggested." But hold up.
Bro, you have to realize the stance that Drake took on that second one. I'm gonna let the rest of the video play. But look, he went on that track completely defensive. There was no offense taken on that track. He was just trying to defend himself and recover. And all of the defenses he made just doesn't make sense, because we have to think about the Epstein Island. If you look into the files of the Epstein Island, you had a lot of the most influential people in the world, politicians, celebrities that were going to visit there. And we understand what took place on the Epstein Island when it came to the, young people. But none of them are going to jail. It's a matter about the ties that you have with the elites, sometimes even government officials that, they let you off the hook.
What were Drake's ghostwriters hoping to achieve with this line? I mean, it makes no sense because it's taken ages for the feds to even start sniffing around allegations against people like R. Kelly, Diddy, Harvey Weinstein, and Jeffrey Epstein. So for Drake to say he'd already be in prison if Kendrick's accusations were true, that logic doesn't fly. If anything, the more famous and rich these PDF files are, the longer it takes for them to face any consequences. Now, circling back to Drake name-dropping Millie Bobby Brown, let me give you the lowdown on how those Drake and Millie rumors started. Back in July 2018, Millie, who was 14 at the time, spilled the tea to W Magazine, revealing that she and Drake, who was 31, were talking all the time. According to W, Millie met Drake in Australia around November 2017 when she was 13, and Millie told W that Drake invited her to his show. "He invited me to his concert," Millie said. "And now we talk all the time. I ask his advice." Now fast forward a few months, and Millie told Access Hollywood they were still texting each other all the time and that Drake was giving her boy advice.
And he's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. We just texted each other the other day, and he was like, "I miss you so much." I was like, "I miss you more." He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely gonna go and see him. I'm so excited. Yeah.
You and Drake? That's awesome. That's awesome.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
That stays in the text messages.
This situation triggered a lot of backlash against.
Why does that have to stay in the text messages? You know what I'm saying? If it's just regular advice, what type of boys to stay away from or what, you know what I'm saying? But hey, we gon' continue.
It's Drake because there's a 17-year age difference between him and Millie, and there was absolutely zero reason for him to be texting her. Now, Drake initially kept silent about his friendship with Millie, and it took him years to address it. He finally spoke out about the backlash for the first time on his 2023 album, For All the Dogs. However, he dismissed the critics, and in true Drake gaslighting style, he accused fans of being weirdos. So according to Drake, fans are weirdos for even asking about Millie, but he's not not a weirdo for talking to her? Make it make sense, but it gets worse because it's not just Millie Bobby. There are whispers about Drake trying to make moves on multiple young women, including Kylie Jenner. Back in 2013, when Drake was 27, he performed at Kylie's 16th birthday bash, and there's this photo floating around of him planting a kiss on Kylie's cheek. And then there's also this video that's now making the rounds, showing Drake getting a little too close to a young fan on stage.
You look very nice tonight, by the way. I like curly hair.
He got caught up. He got caught up in this one right here, bro.
Get ready for you, because I gotta be ready for you.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, but this is just cringy, bro. I'm really not gonna lie to you. Like, oh man, bro, he has bras hanging up in the back. Like, what is going? This is wild. But I think this was the thing to do back then or something like that. I don't know. Because this is just not hitting at all. And I'm pretty sure she's below the age.
Y'all gonna have me get carried away again. I get in trouble for shit like this. How old are you? Oh,
that's tough.
Now, jumping ahead to 2018, Vice reported that Drake, who was 31 then, was dating an 18-year-old model, Bella Harris. The age gap alone was raising eyebrows, but it got even sketchier when it was revealed that Drake met Bella in 2016 during his Summer 16 tour with Future, meaning Bella was 16 at the time and Drake was 29. And to add some more fuel to the fire, in 2019, 17...
I don't know. I feel like he definitely, you know, he definitely gets close relations with them before 18 and then just goes public at 18 just because it's like legal.
Year-old Billie Eilish told Vanity Fair that Drake, who was 33 at the time, was hitting her up with texts. So as you can see, it's not just a one-off incident, it's more like a recurring pattern. And now that Kendrick is straight up accusing Drake and his entire OVO crew of being PDF files, fans are saying there's nothing Drake can say to shake off those allegations. But wait a second, because Kanye has something to add. Kanye recently sat down for an interview on
We need to watch this interview, y'all. Comment down below if you want to watch this.
What is it about Drake that makes all other rappers distrust him? Kanye said it all ties to Drake's baby daddy, Universal Music CEO, and one of the most powerful men in entertainment, Lucian Grainge.
I just have to know that, because it's like, for everybody, all of the great, Weeknd, Pluto, Metro, Ross, Kendrick,
yeah.
like, there's something obviously wrong with this one individual that no one wants to speak about, and I feel like you're the only person that's gonna really put it out there.
I say rich baby daddy. It's like Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucian and Universal.
Wow.
He's like, you know, like, man, my daddy got it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my daddy controlled the spins. My daddy got the DSPs. My daddy. Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucian.
So all of his streams in the number ones is controlled by someone named Lucian.
Well, Lucian worked for people who control the banks in Africa, who keep, you know.
Oh my God.
Think about
it.
We had Black Wall Street, we had Harlem, we've been gentrified, and we ain't really been pulled together since, other than to maintain what they call the black vote, which you don't have an opinion in that vote. And then they get all these celebrities, they go on TV like,
bro, we need to watch this
we got a problem with his political opinion. He's out of control. He's bipolar. He's anti-Semite. He's whatever they want to call somebody to try to get people to not listen.
Now here's the thing about Lucian. He recently came under public scrutiny after producer Lil Rod named him in his lawsuit against Diddy, alleging that Lucian provided vast sums of cash, which made Diddy's criminal venture possible. Lil Rod claimed he saw Lucian visiting Diddy's home in Miami and LA many times, and allegedly, whenever Lucian visited Diddy, it would be in the evening, and the two of them would disappear for hours in Diddy's bedroom. The lawsuit also claims that Lucian aided, abetted.
I'm telling you, Lucian be like this, bending him over. I'm telling you, they be bending over for Lucian. They want that cash. They want that kiss ass, man. What y'all disappearing in the bedroom for? Diddy? We already know about Diddy. But now you got to think about Drake. Why you think Drake is painting his fingernails? Lucian Grainge, whatever his name is, Lucian Charles Grainge, be like this, bending him over, having Drake biting the pillow, going crazy.
And induced Diddy's alleged crimes, and Lil Rod describes Lucian as one of the co-conspirators who knowingly benefited from coercive trafficking. But that's not all. Lil Rod also revealed that Diddy had hidden cameras in every room of his homes, and he reportedly recorded Lucian as well as other high-profile figures in compromising situations. So now that Lucian's close relationship with Drake is in the spotlight, rumors are going around that Lucian threw Diddy under the bus once he found out about those secret recordings and was planning to replace him with Drake in this alleged industry-wide trafficking operation. One fan said, Lucian Grainge is the man who runs Universal Music, same man named in Diddy lawsuit. Drake loves young girls. No such thing as coincidence. And another person added, Lucian Grainge owes 50% of the music industry, if not 2/3 of everything you consume. He is in the middle of the Diddy mess. Allegedly, he is replacing Diddy with Drake. Might be what's prompting this whole feud. But what's your take on this theory about Lucian Grainge allegedly being the puppet master behind both Diddy and Drake? And do you think there's any truth to Kendrick's allegations about Drake being a trafficker?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I believe there's a lot of truth to it. And that's the only reason why I do make videos on this end. It's just to open people's eyes to the fact that these celebrities aren't as they portray themselves to be. And now it's not just like, oh, I'm hating or whatever like that. It's really to help people out. And understand how, like, these people aren't the people who deserve your worship. There's one true God, and a lot of the stuff that they put out is leading you away from God. And like, without you even knowing it, even though they're not talking about, oh, God's not real, they're leading you into a lifestyle that, as you indulge in those certain things, automatically your conscience and your spirit will begin to rebel against God without you even realizing it, and you'll begin to think that you're your own God. So that's like the deeper reason as to why I even make these types of videos. So exposing like how dark the evil gets in the world would only show how good God can actually be. There has to be an opposite end to what's going on here, all right? So hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you do smash the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one the same way you're going to catch me in the next one. Peace. Love y'all.